I got back from my trip to Tahoe yesterday night, but I didn't unpack my bag because I wanted to do a quick review of the F-Stop Tilopa bag, which I've had for about half a year now. So you can kind of see it behind me there, the top. Tripod hanging off it. This is my third trip with the bag, and I feel pretty comfortable now doing a more educated review about it. It's pretty good, but there are definitely some drawbacks, so I'll get into some of those in a second. Okay, so here's the bag. First of all, the exterior of it has quite a few straps and pockets. So there's straps along the front, which right now I'm using to hold my tripod, which is really convenient because the tripod doesn't really fit into anything else except a dedicated case, but it does hang nicely off of the bag. I also got my monopod in here. It kind of slides into these straps here, which could be used for something like a monopod or an ice axe. Lots of pockets. So it's got one big pocket here, which I usually use to stuff food, little snacks into. It's got another one on the other side. They show on the website that you can secure a snowboard to the front here with the straps that I was using for the tripod, so that's actually pretty cool too. There's two pockets on the front. So you have one on the side here, the side access, and then one sort of a little bit bigger, with a bigger zipper that gives you more top access, but kind of overlaps inside the bag. They're both waterproof zippers, and there's also zippers on waterproof zippers on the top here. So there's a top pocket as well. It has two straps, which I've held up pretty good. I mean, I've only had it for half a year. But they do look a little bit thin for some of the weight that this bag can carry. It carries about 30 pounds the way I have it set up right now, which is getting kind of heavy for longer trips. I mean, even about half an hour my back starts to hurt. It's got a little pouch in the waist strap here. It's got a chest strap as well to relieve some of the weight, but I find that even with both those straps attached, the weight on the shoulders is still pretty high. And it tends to have this feeling like it's pulling you back a bit. So I found that my middle back sort of hurts a bit when I'm carrying it for more than about half an hour straight. The bag has something called an ICU, which is an internal camera unit that holds all your camera gear, but it kind of sits right at the bottom, so you could kind of pack around it, which would make it impossible to get at that gear. But what F-Stop did was they created this sort of back panel which opens up and reveals the ICU right here. And so the ICU now can be unzipped, and you can access your camera gear, your lenses, whatever you've packed in there, which is pretty convenient. It's definitely not quick to get to, so I wouldn't consider it as something that you would use for spontaneous photography. You're still going to want to carry all your gear outside or in a day pack, because it's easy to get to, but it's not that easy to get to. So inside the bag, all the loading happens through the top. I usually stuff a bunch of clothes, so you can kind of get an idea of how much space there is in here. This is the large ICUs. It takes up quite a bit of space inside the bag. They do offer a medium and a small, and then an extra large. So the extra large kind of fills this whole space up, gives you very little room to put anything more. And then the small and the mediums get smaller, give you less camera gear, but you get a little bit more space for other stuff. So this thing is its own little compartment. It's got reinforced sides, so it keeps its shape, which is good. It has a soft front, it has a handle on the back, on the top here, right in the middle, so it's nice and easy to carry, not like the bag. And it also has Velcro straps here. I'm not sure what they're for, other than just getting hooked on the inside of the bag when you're trying to put this thing back in. So I got a whole bunch of camera gear, chargers, hard drives, flash, AC adapters, a bunch of spare body. You can see it kind of fills up pretty quick. It is the large one, but this isn't all my camera gear. In fact, I have another bag that I travel with, which is kind of acts as my day pack, but when I'm traveling, it's also part of my storage for my gear. The Tilopa comes on as a carry-on. It's actually the largest size allowable as for carry-on. You can carry another bag as long as you keep only camera gear in it. So if you don't put clothes in it, don't make it look like sort of this extra bag. Just make it kind of like a work bag. You can bring a second bag, no problem. So it has these removable Velcro straps or Velcro dividers, which you can customize any way you like. They're a son of a bitch to get in and out because there's Velcro on all the sides and then on the bottom. And so when you're trying to put in these ones here, like the ones that are kind of in between, like the smaller dividers, it keeps getting hooked on every side. It's incredibly frustrating. If you do change it a lot, then that's definitely something to think about. Yeah, you know, I wanted to get the medium one because I needed more space for clothing. I mean, I really only had about enough space for a set of jeans, a couple pairs of shorts, some socks, underwear, and a couple t-shirts. If I was traveling to some place that was a little bit colder, I definitely have an issue carrying just the Tilopa. As a bag that's the largest allowable size for a carry-on piece, you're limited already in volume, so you're only going to be able to put so much stuff in it. For what it is, I think it does a good job. It's a good-looking bag. It's a well-made bag. Has lots of compartments and straps, so you can customize it to the way you want to pack. So it has a dedicated laptop area right here. You can see that, this area here. And what's great about that is that the way they've designed it, the laptop compartment with the ICU, because the ICU is a fixed size and it's rigid, the laptop always slides in real nice. It's perfect for customs where you have to take out your laptop, throw it through the X-ray machine. It's not a bitch to get to. You just take it out and put it back in. You don't have to worry about all your other clothes and stuff kind of filling in that space and then repacking your whole bag. So it actually works pretty well. I get through customs pretty quickly. They sell for about $300. I think it was $295 US. They don't have a very good dealer network. In fact, I wasn't able to find anyone even remotely close to me. I'm up in Toronto. But they do have a 30-day return policy, so you can easily return them and if you don't like the way it's working. So that's kind of nice. It is a bit of a hassle because they'll make you pay shipping. Anyway, it's really hot and humid out here today. So I'm gonna let you go and get back inside and unpack for real. Hope that helps you guys. Talk to you soon.